Hello, welcome to another live solve of a variant Sudoku puzzle. Today I chose Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow by GoodCity. I don't recognize this setter. I don't know that I've done any of their puzzles before, but this particular puzzle has almost 100 solves already, despite being put up from my perspective early this morning. So I'm gonna give it a try because it seems like it's very well reviewed. Lots of people are doing it, so I'm just gonna give it a try. Rules. These purple crosses are all Renban lines. And so what a Renban line means is that all the digits on the Renban line must be able to be ordered in a consecutive way. So for example, this could be the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, say. So these include the digits 1 to 6. There are no gaps and no repeats. But they don't have to appear in order on the line. With the cross pattern, I'm not exactly sure what that would even mean. Usually these are just lines, but that's how that would work. For German whispers, each adjacent digit needs to have a difference of at least 5. So if this were, say, 2, then these 3 adjacent digits would all have to be at least 7 or more. They can't be 5 lower because that would go below 0. And then we have Kropki dots, where across a white dot, the digits must be consecutive, and across a black dot, one digit must be half or double of the other. So those are the rules. And let's try to get started. So with German whispers lines, one of the kind of notable patterns here, there are 2 important things to know about a German whisper. One is that, so if I make a little line of all the digits 1 to 9, as I go across a German whisper line, what I'm going to have to end up doing is, if I'm at a low digit, so by low I mean digits 1 to 4, then if I have to differ by at least 5, if I'm in one of these low digits, I can't kind of escape to the left. I can't get lower. I can't get 5 lower than 4, right? And similarly, I can't get 5 lower than any of the other low digits. And so I'm going to have to go higher. And if I go higher, then, well, the lowest I can start with is 1. If I get 5 higher than 1, that's a 6. So 1 can go to 6 or higher, right? 2 can go to 7 or higher. 3 can go to 8 or higher. But wherever I start, I'm going to end up on this side, on the high side, right? So if I start low, the next digit will have to be high. If I start high by exactly analogous reasoning, I have to then go low. And you hopefully notice that I can never be a 5, right? If I have a 5 in a German whisper line, it immediately breaks, because if I go 5 less than that, I'm at 0, which I can't use. If I go 5 higher, that's 10, which I also can't use. So this can't be on the line, and I'm kind of ping-ponging back and forth between low digits and high digits. And in this puzzle, I can see immediately that in box 5, almost all of the cells have a German whisper line on them, meaning they can't be a 5, except for this one. So this one has to be the 5. It's the only cell in box 5 that could be a 5. And now I'm thinking about, so 5, I almost thought about coloring some Renbans, but I think before there, well, we'll get that in a second. Before we get there, if I look at these crosses all have 6 digits on them. And what that means is, so each Renban, because they have to have all consecutive digits with no gaps, if you take the whole Renban as a whole, then I'm either in a situation where I'm in 1 to 6, all the digits 1 to 6 are there, or 2 to 7, or 3 to 8, or 4 to 9. Right? I'm in one of these 4 worlds when I think about what digits might be on a Renban, or on a 6-digit Renban. So you might see that in each particular world here, the digits 4, 5, and 6 always appear. Right? This here, 4, 5, and 6 appears with 1, 2, 3, here with 2, 3, 7, here with 3, 7, 8, and here with 4, 8, 9. So, but 4, 5, and 6 always appear. And so on each of these pink crosses, I'm going to have to put the digits 4, 5, and 6. And then I'll have to pick 3 from the remaining digits. But since this 5 here looks at all the Renbans, then on each Renban, I still have to put a 5, but where can they go? Well, on these 2, they can go on these kind of crosses here. And same thing over here. Whoops. So those are the places they can go on the Renban, and that's gonna place where those 5 go in those boxes. And I think I should keep going. So I think then that's going to help me place 5 in the corner boxes. So these 5 along the Renbans will kind of, because the 5 has to go in this column or in this row, that's going to eliminate 5 from being in this row or in this column in other places. So 5 can't be in any of these, right? It can't be in any of these, right? And so I can make these kind of cross patterns for the corner boxes. So 5 has to go in a corner for all these corner boxes, but it can't go in the German whisper lines again, because 5 can't go on a German whisper line. And 5 can't go here because 5 can't go on a black Kropki dot. Because if I try to put a 5 there, what happens is the other digit either has to be half that, so 2.5, not a digit, or double that, 10, too big. So we can't put a 5 there. So 5 is in one of these two. That's going to eliminate 5 from here, placing a 5 in box 1, which eliminates these, which places it in box 3, eliminates from here, puts a 5 in box 9, eliminates from here, puts it in box 7. So we've got this kind of pattern of 5s in all the boxes. I can't quite disambiguate these yet, but we'll get there. I'm trying to think through, like, okay, can I do anything with 4s and 6s here on these Renbans? But then I actually noticed I can do something with 4s and 6s here. So if you think about a German whisper line and how it forks, the more forks it has where the places that it branches off to all see each other, the more restrictive you end up on this whisper line. So for example, I can't put a 7 here. So why couldn't I put a 7 here? Well, 7 has digits that it can go to on a German whisper line. It can go to 1, it can go to 2, but it can't go to 3 because 3 is only 4 away. So if I put a 7 here, all 3 of these digits would have to be either 1 or 2. It can't be 3 or more. And that would mean I'd have to place 2 digits, 1 and 2, in 3 cells, which isn't going to work. I'm going to have to repeat a digit. That's going to break the puzzle. So I can't put 7. On the high side, I need to go at least up to 8. On the low side, I have to go no higher than 2. And I can do the same thing here. And the reason that's useful, actually, well, let me finish this thought and then I'll go back to something else I just saw, is that if I think about this middle box, all of these on the middle Renban see, if they all kind of, I mean, they don't fork in a traditional sense, but they have 2 digits that they go to, right? So this digit has 2 digits along the German whisper within its box. Same here. These have, it goes to 2 different places. This goes to 2 different places. And those 2 different places always see each other, right? From here, these see each other. From here, these see each other, right? And since they always see each other, I can't put a 4 or a 6 in any of these spots. So what happens if I try? Let's say I put a 4 here. If I put a 4 here, what goes on the adjacent to a 4 in German whisper has to be 9. It's the only digit that's at least 5 away. So I'd have to put 9 here and here, but those 9s would see each other and that would break the puzzle. Same thing would happen with 6s. I'd have to put 2 1s next to it. So none of these can be 4 and 6. So where did 4 and 6 go? In box 5 must be here. But and then I as I was explaining that, I kind of noticed here I missed that I put a 5 on a dot, which I should immediately then say, well, what can go across the dot from a 5 to be consecutive? It's got to be either a 4 or a 6. And again, 4s and 6s, very special on German whisper lines. They only have 1 pair. It's either 1 or 9. So 4 can only go with 9. 6 can only go with 1. But I don't know which way around it goes. I'm just counting here. So these are actually going to be different 4s and 6s. So as I said before, remember the high digits have to, as you go across the German whisper line, high digits turn to low, turn to high, turn to low. And so even though I don't know which of these is high and which of these is low, I know they're different because one thing that's often useful to do, and I think I'm going to do now here, is color German whisper lines with alternating colors. So I'm going to use blue and pink here to show that, well, I don't know whether blue is high or low, but I know that all the blues are either all high or all low. And similarly, all the pinks are going to be either all high or all low. And the reason now I think is a good time to do that is I'm noticing that these digits are going to play nicely over here because these can't be the same. So let's say the pinks were high and this was 6. that would mean this would have to be 4, which would mean it has to be a low digit. Because if this were 4, if it's a low digit, this would have to be 6, a high digit. So either way, these are kind of opposite sides of 5. So if this is pink, this is going to be blue, and that lets me continue the coloring on over here. And these 4 or 6s similarly have a 1, 9 opposite them because if this is a 6, the only thing that can go with it is a 1. If it's a 4, the only thing that can go with it is a 9. Now this 4 or 6 goes with either 3, 5, or 7 across the white Kropki dots. Can't be 5 because of this one and because it's on a German whisper. This black Kropki dot goes with, if it's 6, this has to be 3. If it's 4, it has to be 2 or 8. Okay, but this one, these have to be the same color. What do I mean by that? So if this is 4, this is 3, they're both low. If this is 6, this is 7, they're both high. So whether this is high or low, this kind of preserves that. If I cross a white Kropki dot, it's going to preserve that unless I hit 5, which I'm not doing here. So this is the same as that. And then now I can color this whole. Oh my goodness, I can't color. Okay, I can color this whole line. Here's my brain is not quite so working so well with the colors today. But now I have all my German whispers colored high and low. That's good. I'm tempted to start labeling these with letters, but I'm hoping I can get away with not doing that. So this can't be 3. Why can't this be 3? These are the same color. So if this is 3, then this would be 7. And so then 3 and 7 would be the same color, meaning they have to be either both high or both low. But they're 3 and 7, so they're not both high or both low. So that won't work. That's 3. And now if I think about where is my really extreme, either 1 or 9 pink, it's got to be here. Now I'm deciding whether or not I should I should letter these. So one thing I'm thinking about doing is saying, okay, I'm going to label, maybe I'm going to say the blues are A, B, C, D. And the way I would try to label them is, if I think of E as 5 over the middle, then D would be the digit that's closest to the middle, so that would be here. And A would be the digit furthest from the middle, the 1, 9. And I can do that here and see if that plays. But I'm seeing if I can try to disambiguate, or I'm trying to figure out where in this puzzle I'm going to be able to figure out which are high and which are low. As I'm doing that, I'm seeing this can't be 1 or 9, for the same reason this couldn't be 3, because if it is 1 or 9, this has to be the same polarity, either both high or both low. But if this is 1, that makes this a 9, that's going to break. This is a 9, that makes this a 1, that breaks. So this is a 2, 8, what I would label, I guess, B if I were doing, or H if I were doing, D, if I were doing lettering with pinks being the high letters and blues being the low letters. So there are 2 places I'm potentially disambiguating. Oh, I see. So, sorry. So right here, I'm not going to letter it because this is how you disambiguate, which is high and which is low. When I got rid of this 3, I didn't realize that also got rid of the 6. Because, right, if this was 6, this would have to be 3, but it can't be 3 anymore. And that makes this a 4, and that tells me which is high and which is low. So that I don't need letters. I'm glad for that because I think that would have been complicated. So now let's fill in some things I know. So because this is 8 and not 9, there's no 4 here. So these are actually 1, 2, 3, which I'm going to mark. This 7 sees 1 and 2, but not 3. That makes for this a 3. One of these is a 2, but I don't know which. So one of these triples is going to be 7, 8, 9. That is a 9. But I don't know which. 9 is going to go in one of these, but I don't know which. 9 is not on this Kropki line because, sorry, this Renban line, because the highest this could be is 2, and then if I just increase from there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way to get to 9 on a 6-digit Renban from 2, So 9 is not on the Renban. It's not here. So one of these is 9. That means 9 is on this Renban. So now this Renban is 4, 5 is already corner marked, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not 4 here. Oh, here's something interesting. So I said before, 4, 5, and 6 goes on each of these Renbans. Well, where does 4 go on this Renban? Because of this 4, it's not here. So it's in one of these. I'll just put a corner 4 there. Where does 4 go here? Same thing, like that. Now, why is that something I noticed? Well, this here struck me as one of these two digits has to be a 5. So that might not be obvious from the way this is marked, but I've got 5s. This is so busy. I'm going to delete this because I think that's just too much. I will keep the 4s there for a minute. In box 6, I've got 2 5s here, meaning the 5 in box 6 is in one of those spots. The 5 in box 6 is one of these spots in box 4. So where does 5 go here in row 4? Well, it's not here, it's not here. I could say it's not here from this 4, but I actually don't need, even if this 4 weren't there, just from these, sorry, not 4s, 5s. Even if this 5 were not here, I would know that there's no 5s based on this. It's an X-wing, right? I have an X-wing of 5s in these boxes. And so even if this 5 weren't here, I could say, well, the 5 must be in the middle in this box. It is here, so I don't really need to appeal to that, but 5 is going to be in one of these boxes. So if 5 is here, it's just there. It's in one of those two. If it's not there, it's here, which means it's not here, so it is here. So hopefully, I tried like 4 different ways of explaining that, and you probably got it the first time. But one of these boxes has to be 5. But similarly, one of these has to be 4. Right? Why do one of these have to be 4? One of these has to be 4 because I kind of have something like an X-wing of 4s here, where 4 can only be in one of these 4 spots in box 6, one of these 4 places in box 4. Now, suppose 4 were here, right? Well, first of all, I know that's going to break because it's not on the Renban, and I know it has to be on the Renban. Maybe that's easier, right? These spots all just say they're not on the Renbans, they're not 4, because I know 4 has to be on each of these Renbans. 4 is not in any of these. So 4 can only go in one of those 2 spots. 5 can only go in one of those 2 spots. So this has to be a 4-5 pair. I'm going to mark it like that and get rid of these 4s because I think that's too much. And because that's going to, I can do the same thing here with 6s, right? Where does 6 go in row 6? It can't go here or here because it's on the Renban. Here or here because it's on the Renban. It has to be one of these two. One of these two also has to be 5 since it's a 5-6 pair. This is a 5-4 pair because of the same exact logic. That's a 5-6 pair. Okay. So now where to go from here? I have this. I know that, okay, so I know 9 is here. 8 is here. 7 has to be here, which means 7 is one of those. Which means, and then the kind of missing digit here is whatever's missing between 4 and 6 here. And so what goes in the corners here, it's 1, 2, 3, those can't go on the Renban, and 8, which is in the Renban but missing here. I think I can do the same thing in these corners. What goes here? 9's going to have to go in 1. 8's going to have to go in, oh, actually, does that give me this digit? I think it does. No, it doesn't because 1 could be in here. I was thinking for a second, this 7 means 7 is not on the Renban, which means this is 1 to 6, so that has to be a 1, but that's not true. It's a complete lie because this could still be 2 and the 1 could go on the Renban here. But I do know, so what's left here, whatever this 1, 2, so this 1, 2, the one that's not this one, is going to go on the Renban here. Oh, so so not only can it, but the other 1, 2 has to go on this line. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Renban. 3 is going to go here. And then I've got whichever 4 or 6 doesn't show up. And I've got the whatever 1 or 2 is not that one. And so the other 1 or 2 is going to go in a corner, just like this 8 went in a corner. And then 7, 8, and 9 are going to go in the corners. I'm not going to mark the 8s yet because that's just too much, I think. So now I'm just going through trying to think, are there places where a lot of digits are filled in? This needs to be 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I don't see how to use that. Can I use something here with 7? 7 has to go in one of these corners. But this could go, one has to go in, 1 can't go on this Renban because it goes up to 7. And if the 1 were on the Renban and it's 6 digits long, it can only be 1 to 6, it can't get to 7. So 1's not on the Renban, it's not in this row, so 1 has to be up here. So 1 has to be one of those two. So that's not quite it. Where does 4 go? In this box, one of these spots. 7's. Now I'm trying to think through, like, can I say something about where do 9's go? One of these. 9 can't be on this Renban. Yeah, here we go. 9 can't be on this Renban because this is a 3, so the highest thing can do is 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the highest this Renban could get to. So 9 is not on the Renban, it has to be in a corner. It's not any of those because of the 2 9s, so 9 is here. That makes this not a 9, this is a 9, whoops. This is a 9, that makes this a 4, that makes this a 5, 6, that makes this 5, 4. That tells us there, and then we need a 4 on here somewhere, but not here because of this 4. And then I'm missing whatever 1, 2 is not this one. What goes here? 6 and 7, so that's not 7, that is. And then what is this? Where does 9 go in this column? It's not any of these, it's not these, because I can see this marking here. So I have 9 corner mark, it's not there. 9's not here because of this 9. So that's my 9 here. Let's see, so 3, 4, one of these is an 8. I don't know which one. And then the other one is 1 or 2, but that's not 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, 8. That's not a 1, so it's 2, 3, or 8. One of these is a 1, but I don't know which one. Neither of these are 1. So I did this with, can I do something similar with 7s where there's no, I already did that, 1's up here. I don't have, I only have, so here I had 2 9s looking here. Here I only have 1 1. So I don't get the same effect, interestingly, right? Because I don't know that this is 1 yet. All right, is there some reason this is 1? If there is, I don't see it. Maybe this will end up being a 6 or something, I don't know. 2, 3, 4. So what's missing from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I need a 6 here because there's no 6 in this column yet. And then the rest are 2, 3, or 8. Can't be 4. Oh, so this is a 2, 3, 6, 8 quadruple, making this 7. I also could have just seen we got 7 here, that places the 7 there. Okay, now I've got a 1, 7 double pair here because 7 can't go on this Renban. 7's here, so one of those is 7, one of those is also 1. That's a pair. What am I missing? 9 could go here. So I got 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 4. So 4 could go here, or it can't go here because that's a high digit, and it sees a 4. So one of these is a 4. Well, okay, this can't be 7, but it's 6, 8, or 9. That's not so helpful, maybe. Okay. So 7 here, 1 is here. What are these? So these are something from 2, 3, 8, and 9. This one's not 9, but this one, neither of these are 9. Okay, so I've got 2 9s here. So 9 is on this Renban, not in the middle because of there. So 9 is on this Renban. So this is a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So these are 2 and 3, not on the Renban. This is a high, also 6, 8, or 9. I almost said that makes a 7, but 7 could just be not one of these pinks. If this is a 1, well, 7 is though one of these. So I've got 1 and 7 here in this box in this row, and then the other thing could be a lot of things. So I don't know what the missing digit is. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I need 4, 6, 8, 9. This is not 4. So this is 6, 8, 9 actually. So that's purple. And now this is 7 because the only thing that's purple that could be a 7 is this one. I've got all the purples there. So that's not 7. That's not 7. 7. 7 is not on a Renban, so one of these is 7. Right? This is 6 or 8, making this 3 or 4, which makes it blue. So this is blue because it's not a 7, which is the only thing missing here. So so this is 1. Yes, I have to have 6 on the Renban because this can't be 7 because of this 7. This can't be 7 because of the Kropki dot. So this can't be 2 because one of these has to be a 6. That makes this the 2. So neither of these can be a 6. That makes this the 6. That's not 6. This is a 7, 8, 9. No, it's not. So that's 6. That's 8. That's 6. That's 4. What am I missing here? 7, 3 I'm missing. So 3 can't go here because it's too far from 9 on the Renban. 3 can't go here because of the German whisper. So that's 3. That's 7. That makes this 2. So this is not 2. This is not 1. I've got 2, 3 pair here. That's 1. This is not 1 or 4. That's 2 or 3. Here's there's no 4. So that's the only 4 left corner marked. 2, 3, 6. Here's an 8, 9 pair. So these are 1. There's the only 1 left corner marked. So this is a 3, 4. These can't be 3. One of these is a 3, but I don't know which. Let's see. So 2 or 3. So 6 is here. So that makes this 5 and 4. Makes this 6 and 5. This is the missing 2 or 3, but that's 3. So that switches that around. I still don't have these. I can't believe it. Those have been there since pretty much the beginning. Does 1 have to be? Yeah, so 1 has to be on this Renban because it's not on this Renban. Or alternatively, 1, kind of have an X-wing of 1s here. So one of these is a 1, not this one. And that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes this a 6. What I'm left here with is 3, 7, 8. 3 is already taken on those. So this becomes 7 and 8. This 8 tells us which way. That 7 clears up this. What's missing here? 9, 8, 4. 4 tells us that's 8. Is there a 4 or a 9 somewhere? No. I don't have those in yet. We're almost done. It's got to be. So at this point, it is just Sudoku because all the whispers are basically done, and the Renbans are at least marked with what they have to be. So I don't think there's any more variant stuff. I think it's all just Sudoku now. So how quickly can I do Sudoku? So what am I? So 9 makes this 8. 9. That does fix that. That fixes this. These aren't 3, so that's 2 and 8. That's 6 and 3. I have a 3 here. That makes this 2 and 3. Makes this 1 and 2. These aren't 2. This is 8. That's not 8. That's not 3, so that is. This one fixes that. That 3 is gone, so that's 3. 8 makes this a 1. This has to be 2, 8, but I can see from here that it's 8, 2. 7, 9 makes this a 6 in the column. 9, 7. Is that right? Oh, not finished. Oh, 6 and 7. 7 makes this 6 and 7. Now is it finished? Yay, cool. Fun little puzzle. Not little. It's It's a big puzzle. It's given how many people already solved it, I was a little surprised how long that took, but I enjoyed it. I was very worried I was going to have to do ABC lettering. I'm glad I didn't. So thanks, GoodCity, for this great puzzle. Thank you for watching.